get an update on what's happened for the last 7 days or five
Let's
trading
do
days.
it. Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, like I said before, today's is presented by me. Can't talk. Presented by me. This is the TS account, 25K account. That with this is all the alerts that you see that space. This is the account that it comes from. So, all right. So big push up in the overall index this week, as we saw on Tuesday with Sophie's account. That's why I'm going to make the decision to take a bit of profit today,
Okay.
which makes sense because, like I said in a post, we've got 12 positions open now. The account is full.
Are you at your max BP?
I'm almost there. I'm around 40, so I'm still shy of it. But the main purpose is the we've just made good money in short amount of time, and so that discretional rule that we talk about, I'm going to use it for a position today. So
Awesome. Get amongst it.
we just get amongst it. I love that saying. September 20th, then we have a 422. And how's this looking? So let's start here. I like to highlight. I've noticed Sophie does this as well. Maybe you picked it up off me. I don't know. But
Yeah, I think I got it from you. Housekeeping.
yeah, definitely. 54.6%. And we have been open for 22 days. So that's near somewhere around 2% a day. Really healthy. It's not the one I'm taking off. I'm going to take off the next one. But this one caught my eye. And yeah, fantastic return. Obviously, the vertical is losing below. But that's, a ratio of 2 to 1. So that's fine. Yeah, nothing to do on the September 20s on this one.
So when you say your vertical is losing, what exactly are we looking at that's indicating the loss?
I looked here 466 and then I looked at 522 and I just know the differences.
Yeah.
40 plus 20, 50-ish. Sorry, $60-ish, give or take. We've got a 50-point wide with the multiple. I don't know what that would make it, but yeah, more or less, I'm just looking at those two numbers saying it's expected. Yeah, but we're doing really well in naked put.
Awesome.
Moving on to August 16s. Yeah, pretty confident this is the trade I'm taking off today. Let me just deselect. I'm talking about this position here. Remember that we look at two parts of the 112. So you got the naked put part. I'm going to be taking that off, and then we've got the vertical that acts as a fantastic hedge. Waiting for market cycles basically. So the way I was explaining it to someone today, actually, I want to coin this term, not coin it, but I'm talking about you got to give something back when you trade. I was introducing someone today to Trade Social, and I was talking about you take with one hand from the market and you always give with the other. Very
Okay.
similar to when you do your taxes. Don't make your accounts zero taxes. You always want to give something, right? It's keep the good karma and the good balance.
Yeah. You're like Robin Hood, right?
Robin Hood. No, I'm not giving the money to anybody. This isn't Robin Hood. Yeah, Robin Hood, I suppose. Taking from the other side. Yeah. Okay. So naked put. I'm right clicking here. I don't know if this shows, but close position. We're going to close the full. Oh yeah, really important to check the mark price. So let me just come out of this. Can we see the mark price there? Sophie is minus 6.82.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the debit I'm going to try and get right now. That's the order I'm going to put in. So I want that price, 6.82. Let's see if we can
Okay.
get it. And we opened it for this price, 18.75. So you can see how big the difference is, how nice that gain is.
Yeah.
obviously that is 64%, the difference, which means $240 in our account. That will more or less put us at 2% and hit our monthly goal almost today.
That's incredible. And we're
Yeah,
still really well, just headed into the middle of the month.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, put us in a good spot. So right click, closing position. Let's see what we can do. So I wanted 6 point. Oh, my mind just isn't working. What did we say? 6.75. That's the trade, isn't it? Okay, let's do it. August 16th, 4 contracts, 6.75, please. Good till close. And I don't need to look at anything else. Sending the order. I don't think it will be filled. Natural price is 6.82, so that's higher than what we've put in for the debit.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not going to get filled right now.
Let's see.
Yeah. Everyone good with that? You're good with that? Understood?
Yeah, understood.
So yeah, 64% that would make, and that would be, yeah, that would put us very close to our goal for the month in the account. Yeah, that's one of the big driving points, just to take that money right now.
Yeah, sure. Because obviously with these trades, like, they have quite long DTEs, so you could, if you weren't, if you were just going by the rule book, you could potentially have a month or two where you're not taking anything off, if that was the case. And that's not really the best practice, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Your months are going to fluctuate. You might be higher or lower than 2% in months. The end of the year is more important than what you actually hit. But yeah, I just feel like my rules, the way I trade is I'm trying to make that numerical value, that dollar value at the end of the month. Yes, I look to take off. In theory, naked puts it at around 90%. And I wait, and in theory it's like I want to try and hit the 2% at the end of the month, but realistically, to trade professionally and trade as a business, it's like, what is that number? What is my 2%? And what is your 2% as a member? What are you trying to hit? And if you've got that money there, then you should take it, especially we're at 16th of May now, so like you said, we're coming to the middle of the month. So yeah,
this is great. This is really inspiring for my own portfolio, watching you take care of yours and just saying, yeah, it's giving me the push to take some stuff off. Yeah.
Good to hear that. Cool. So that was August 16th, that one. We're now looking at September 20 again. This is another trade, in the same month. We're at 48% on the naked put. So doing really well, and we're at the 14th day. So a phenomenal return as the market's pushing up.
That's huge.
Yep. DTE is 127 days. So we received a very good credit on this one. Yeah. Moving on.
Yep, let's go.
Cool. Looking at the July 19s now. Wow, 70% on this one.
Oh my god. 22 days.
And in 22 days as well.
That gives you a bit of a potentially take that one off?
I thought about it, yeah. I think my BP, I want to push my BP a bit higher. So I'm not going to take it off. Instead, with the new money I'll have back, the BP that I'm going to have back, I will put on another trade, probably make it slightly bigger, to try and hit that 5% marker. So it might be a bit bigger than a 422, might be a 633.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know, big boy pants on.
So just interesting to note there that you went to take off, you took off a naked put that was actually sitting lower in return than, or potentially not lower, because take in the account of how many days the trade's been on. But yeah, you you haven't gone for your highest return, if that makes sense. You just took off something
Yeah,
that was like
239 compared to 214. So,
yeah,
and the reason that is this July 19 expires earlier. It's a 64 day.
right.
So we didn't get as big a credit. So you're looking at 70% of smaller credit, whereas this is 63% of a bigger pot. That's what makes it 239.
Okay, I got
Okay.
it. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can see it right here. Can you see there? It's 2230.
Yeah.
That's the credit that came in for the July 19. That expires earlier. And then we got a bigger credit there at 29.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Makes sense? Yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Groovy. We're looking at a 211 now in the August 16th. What to say about this one? We're in the green. We're at 32%. It's still a very green trade. It's a very, very early trade. We're at 7 days. So we'll just sit there. Don't want to do anything with that one. Really good credit, 23.
Definitely.
So that is a good credit, isn't it? 20. Well, that's pretty good. 23 compared to 29. It's not, but it's 29. My largest. No, it's not my largest credit. Look at that big boy. 34.55.
Oh wow, that's insane.
Yeah. Wow. That's the 127 DTE. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, that's why if you can go out to the later months if you can. You'll get paid much better for it. Moving on to this. This is a 633, so bigger trade, and that's in the September 20s again. Remember, this year they have done 2 September 20 expiries. We've got an AM and a PM. I wasn't really used to that. I can't remember that happening in the regular /ES that I trade in the other account. But anyway, that's just for reference. I know we're seeing like 3 positions in the September 20s with this review. So that's what's happening. The position was put on 1 day ago, so we've made $30. So there's nothing to do. Moving on, this is a vertical leftover in the July 31s. We're 77% down in it, but remember that's 77% of only a $25 wide vertical. So
yeah,
it's that value is minus $34. So that's part of the giving back with one hand thing.
Yeah.
Another vertical here in July 21s, we're down 89% on that. So a question you could ask here is like, why don't you close that now, Luke? Like it's 89%, why hold it? But we should hold it. Probably I'm going to hold it. I've got 76 days. I've got 36 days here. It's just a free hedge, and it's free because we've already profited off the naked put. So the ratio is always 2 to 1. So the naked put on both of these verticals, it's already paid us. We know that from when we open all of these trades. We always make sure we cover ourselves for the vertical.
Yeah.
So all of that to say that these are kind of free trades, really, and they are just acting as hedges. It's very likely we're going to lose on these. We kind of 99% sure.
It's kind of the purpose, right?
Yeah.
They're a debit, if anything.
Yeah. Exactly. They're a hedge. We've paid. It's like insurance, really. It's like you're paying for an insurance to protect your account, your livelihood, basically.
Only way to put it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another insurance thing here. We're at 86% loss. Slightly wider this one, so we were at $74 down. All good though. Again, you're paying your insurance cost there. You'll see at the end of the month or end of the year, it makes a lot of sense to do that. We're now going to look at another September 20. It's a 422. 58% we've got in this one. And that's at $252. So really nice. Again, really big credit here. 34.55 credit. But we are going to sit on that. And another September 20 here, 47%. We're not going to do anything there. A 112 in the October 18s. How are we doing? 47.9%. Huge credit. 38. That is my biggest credit I've seen so far.
Big one.
That's the furthest out, which makes sense. This is all making sense. 155 days. Moving on, another October 8. Hey, that's a good sound. Got my fill.
Yeah.
Worth
fantastic.
Yeah, worth waiting for. Cool. I'll pop that in the trade log in a mo. What else? So the last two. October 18s, we've got an 844. Huge trade.
Wow.
I mean, it's relative. So it's the risk is controlled. That's a 5%. So
Risk.
yes, 5% risk. 1 day on this trade, we've made 5.8%. So still fantastic return for 1 day, but not we're obviously not going to do anything. And then finally, to wrap up this maintenance section, we have a vertical. That's the worst vertical we've got, at 97%.
Yeah.
But I feel great having that on. I know I've made money in that trade. It's just waiting for that now. We're at 72 days. We've got 15 days left. So in 2 weeks' time, probably on a Thursday or something, we'll take that off. All right. How's that, Soph?
Fantastic. There's so much going on there. It's a lot. But all really good stuff. Thank you for taking me through it.
So well, you're welcome. What I want to do now is, I've got that August 16, and I want to just pop that in my trade log. So 6.75. And let's put our lovely faces back on large. Let's go to the trade log. Am I prepared enough with my trade log? No, I'm not. Hold on. Oh, not prepared. Darn it. Now I'm prepared. Here it is. Chrome tab. Okay, sharing now. Yeah, we've got that up. Let me just make that bigger. Okay. What I want to do is quickly just go to this open side. Let me go to my my August 16, 6.75. I've got to try and find it. It might be this one. So what was the strike? Yeah, that is the strike. One at the top. Yeah, I think it's this one. Debit 6.75. 75. So I know I've got another August 16. Let's just check the strike. So I just filled on a 4250, which is very likely that is the one. Let's go down. That's not it, and that's the only other August 16. So we found it. I'm going to go and get a date here. Make sure that is today is May the 16th. We're going to put a W in there for a lovely win. And the month is May. Yeah, that all looks fine to me. That's great. What was the profit on that? P&L says 510, which is wrong because this is a great little nugget here for everybody. I don't know if I've mentioned this, Soph, but we need to just be aware that the P&L it's sometimes be wrong and it needs to be changed. And what you need to do is look, this needs to be a plus sign, okay? The rule is the open thing, the open price leads what you put in here. Meaning if it opens with a plus, but that's not a debit, is it? That's 1875 credit. This also needs to be a credit. There you go. So that puts us at 240. Okay. if people have issues with that, I'm very happy to make a separate video on that. And me and Sophie are in talks about creating like a FAQs and things. And so please look out for FAQs. We'll keep noting that and mentioning that.
Yeah. For the
Okay.
time being, though, jumping on these shares are fantastic for beginners like myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Look at this. We've just hit over the $1,000 mark for the account.
Awesome.
That's 240. So today we banked 240. I will save those in that admin and stuff for later on, but it's nice just you can just see my routine here of what I like to do, just to remind me. I'm at 240, definitely. And then over here I'm gonna plus 240. So the account is at $530 for the month, which puts us just shy of 2%, Soph. We're at 1.98. How good is that, though?
That's fantastic. Is that the so at the bottom there, monthly return, that is calculating the overall percentage of the month?
Yeah.
For you? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You've literally almost hit 2. Fantastic.
Let's put this one equals that plus that. We can see we've got 1137 for the account for the year so far. So there's a great column down here for reference, the difference. So the question now is how much do I need to hit my goal? And it's 275 for me to get that. And that's calculated by, actually, this account's set up to hit 3% a month. So we'll leave it as it is, but I know we've been saying 2%.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless, it's 2%, a great return, and it's good to shoot higher, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so I don't know. I think that might be a wrap, really. Is there anything that I'm forgetting? We've gone through maintenance. How we did the time?
I was going to say,
we're at 30 minutes.
Will you recycle the money today and put on another trade, or? I
will. Yeah. I'm not going to do it live because we're sort of at 30 minutes now, unless Sophie says otherwise. Do you think that's okay? I'll Sophie, the admin queen. That's going to be all right. Yeah. I'll update everybody on the tracker. Let's just take a moment to go through that. Actually, that's what we'll finish on. So I'm going to stop presenting that. Sorry, stop sharing that. And let's just talk through this for a moment. So here is the account. Here are the alerts. Everyone would have got alerted yesterday. I opened 2 or 3 trades yesterday. I posted here 12 positions are now on, which got me very excited because that's the kind of number we want to hit. To allocate all of the BP. 12, anything more than sort of 15 positions, Soph, is can be too much, can be too daunting. Yeah. We talked about this before as well. If you're trading multiple expiry cycles, it's a lot of admin. So the better thing to do is to increase your risk so that you're putting on bigger positions. Maybe you're pushing to 5% in each trade, and then you've got on less trades. So you're still hitting your BP allocation, but there's just less. You're doing yourself a favor for maintenance.
100%
that makes sense.
Agree. Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add for this section, so for alerts or anything?
No, I think, I think one of the biggest things is to make sure everyone's checking out their welcome checklist. You will get like a pop-up on your screen anyway, which is a great reminder. But one of the important things in that is to turn notifications on so that you're getting...
Absolutely well said.
Notifications on your mobile or on your laptop.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just going to close this. Let's edit this for everybody. Let's put a new hashtag for the close. It's good to do this live, actually. Otherwise, I'll forget. Close the NP. Fantastic. So what Soph's talking about is the notifications. I'll show everybody where that is for reference, but that's a notification that everyone should get pinged with now. And if you don't, this is where you go. Help me out, Soph. Where do I go?
Yeah, so you can go to Discovery.
Yep.
And you should get the welcome
This
checklist.
one? No, this one. Okay.
So if you just go along, you've got to adjust your notification. Just click on that, and it will take you, very, very simple, just to the page where you can, your personal settings, and you can just turn on your mobiles and your email updates. Yeah,
fantastic.
really simple.
Well said. All right, I'm going to stop sharing now, if that's all right, and we'll wrap things up. Yeah?
Yeah, amazing. Cool. Easy breezy.
That felt great. That was pretty comprehensive. I think we got through a good chunk there. How are we doing for time? 33 minutes, I think, is quite good for anyone or anything.
Sometimes it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. It's perfect. I think that's kind of one of the great things about it, that we need to keep reminding everyone until they get to this point, that really you are investing your time to get to this point so we get our time back. Because once you've learned everything, you know, it's taken 30 to 40 minutes a day, sometimes less, a little bit more.
It could be tedious at the start, where things are slow for you to set up your trading log, for example, for you to just understand your maintenance in your account side and things. It's all super normal, believe me. Many students that I've dealt with, it's the same problems, the same thing. It's all fresh and new. But yeah, like Sophie's saying, it comes full circle, and then your routine should come down to, that was 30 minutes today. I will now go put on another trade. That'll put me at maybe 40 minutes. Not bad at all, is it?
I look forward to seeing the notification come up to see where you trade, because I was going to put a trade on. I was actually just, I don't know, I had it in my head this morning. I was just in the zone. And then I was like, actually, it's probably better to do it with the market's on, not off. So I've saved it. But now, if I can follow your trade, then I might just copy.
Yeah, wicked. Yeah, exactly. Be sure to check if you have a better expiry. I would always choose more time. Other than that, follow the trade. Remember, markets move constantly, so the deltas move. So always trade your deltas you have in front of you, not the deltas that we got. Apart from that, that has been the Thursday TS share, TS portfolio share.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time, Soph.
Thank you. So much wisdom. Cool.
Good
well,
stuff.
Stay out of riptides, please.
Respect Mother Nature. I've learned my lesson.
Good. Okay. Well, hopefully you'll be with us next week for my live share.
yeah. You know what happened if I'm not. Have a lovely evening, Soph, and everyone following. See everybody soon.
Awesome. Okay. Bye.
Bye.